I got to a point where I was just very unhappy. Why am I trading time for money? Why am I trading my life? And I watched my husband like work really hard. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life doing something I hate every day. Like I don't like that. Don't forget, we have a free community that I will put the link below in, where there's access to our events and our weekly call, Dear Widow Sis call, and all of the recordings for that call, just a whole bunch of goodies in that community. So make sure you tap that link. Hey, it's your favorite widow coach, Maya Dion. I wanted to answer the question, what made me quit my job and become a widow coach? The reason I quit my job, I used to be a cybersecurity engineer. So while it was a six-figure job, I accidentally hit the, make sure nobody's looking at me. Accidentally hit the gas. But I have my brake and my emergency brake on. I can turn the car off actually. Let's do that. Oh yeah, there was somebody outside. My neighbor's probably looking at me like, what the hey, man? Don't worry about me. Mind your business. Okay, so I like my neighbor. It's okay. But yeah, and I was very blessed to have it, but I actually didn't get it until after my husband passed. Before he passed, I was IT, just, not just because it's a superhero job, but I was help desk. And, I enjoyed the aha moments and the helping people and supporting them with stuff that they just didn't know how to do. It wasn't that they're dumb or anything like that. It's just, you don't know how to do stuff. And I did, I was a tech person naturally. So, I enjoyed it, but it does come with some burnout. You do get tired of, basically needing to be a single man with nothing to do, because on a Sunday morning, they will call you and say, and I normally worked in law firms, or the partners, their laptop won't turn on. And you're like, bro, did you plug it in? Yeah, it would definitely be stuff like that. So like, and ain't nobody got time for that, being a single mom, solo parenting these kids. One of my late husband's friends actually was a program manager, and he introduced me into and had me interviewing things for cybersecurity. I took the Security Plus, and all those things, and got licenses and certs and all those things so that I could do that. And that was a significant pay boost, definitely. And I did that for about 10 years. So it wasn't like I flipped and was like, I want to be a widow coach. No. The first 5 years, so that was from 2009 to about 2015. That's 4 years. I did write the book, but I still wasn't thinking that I was going to be a coach or anything. I was just like, no, I've created this blueprint and I love it. And, it included getting that new job and changing my scenery and deciding to live the way I wanted to live on purpose. With my health, with my everything down to my hair. Like at some point and I talk about this in my therapy journey, my therapist, who has passed away actually, maybe 6 months into my therapy. But the best nugget she left me with was that if I could map it out, if I could draw the line between where I was and where I wanted to be, I could do anything. And of course, my sarcastic tale, I was like, well, I want to be Beyonce. How can I do that? I can't do that. She was like, actually, yes, you could. You wouldn't be her, but you darn sure be closer to being her than you are now. And so I did that with my life going forward after being widowed. I wanted to be a better parent. I wanted to have a better schedule. I wanted to have a better health routine. I wanted to have a certain signature scent, like a whole bunch of things, and that I just wanted my life to be. And slowly but surely, I created like a blueprint for myself, and I followed it. I sent it to some of my my single friends, and even some of my married friends, and they were able to follow it too. And so at around 2018, I started thinking, you know what? Cybersecurity is boring. It's very boring. And I don't get to be like my personality. I have to be like this straight and narrow robot. I don't really, I'm getting into the space where as a tech person, they always put you in the basement so you don't really see people and you're bleep blooping all day long. And I was getting to a point where I was actually working from home. That was, the vision in my blueprint. I wanted to work from home so that I could have more time and autonomy to for my kids and their schedules and being a soccer mom and all those things. I got to a point where I was just very unhappy. Why am I trading time for money? Why am I trading my life? And I watched my husband work really hard. I'm going to spend the rest of my life doing something I hate every day. I don't like that. So I started thinking about how I could use my core values and my talents and my interests and combine them all. And I still wanted to help people. I still had that in me, but I wanted to be creative and I wanted to be able to be productive. I wanted to help people be productive. And I wanted to be hopeful. Y'all might not know this, but my background is a cheerleader. And it might sound trivial, but the reason I gravitated towards that is because that's part of my personality, cheering people on. That's who I am. So while it sounds corny, if you think, oh, a cheerleader, but my whole life is a cheerleader, since I was 5 and then on to championships and UCA and NCA and stunting and I even cheered in college. That was stomp and shake, but it was still an experience. And so just smiling and being myself for a living, I had to dig deep and figure out what that was. Got into talking to people and encouraging them. And in encouraging them, I heard myself say, I get to wake up every morning and encourage somebody. I get to wake up every morning and show them how I got to a point where I love my life. And I was like, yeah, I could do that. So turns out that's a coach because while I was interested in behavioral therapy and did some reading on my own, and even, wrote some papers about widow fog, I didn't have the freedom yet to get those kinds of degrees. So I had to kind of have the life coaching be my side hustle. So I got the certification for life coaching, and that's where I am now. I've been doing this full time now for 3 years. And I have to say I'm quite proud of myself. The last time I worked, I believe it was 2023. So, yeah, I'm going into year 3 of being a full-time life coach for widows specifically, widowed moms even more specifically, because even though I do have widowed clients that are not moms, that's my sweet spot. That's where I feel I can be of the most help, of the most encouragement, of the most connection. And so, yeah, a little bit about me. If you have any questions, what questions do you have for me or for a widow coach in general? Put them below in the comments. And if you know a widow who could benefit from just being connected to somebody who knows what she's going through, or if you are a widow and could benefit from all that I am, please like and share and subscribe. And don't forget to comment below. Tell me your story. I'm super interested. That's what I do all day, every day. Thanks for watching. Take me.